Welcome. This is James Corbett of the Corbett Report with your eye-opener report for BoilingFrogsPost.com. As the NSA spying scandal inevitably morphs into the Edward Snowden manhunt melodrama, the conversation that these decade-old revelations was supposed to open up is spun further and further away from the point. One of the key issues surrounding the question of the NSA spying grid that has been swept under the rug during this entire episode is how the active cooperation of the big tech corporations is an essential part of this system. As we explored in previous editions of the Eye Opener, government-corporate collaboration has been at the heart of Silicon Valley since its very inception. As we have also previously examined, the CIA has been directly involved in fostering advanced IT R&D since 1999 through In-Q-Tel, its own venture capital arm. And as has been previously outlined on the Corbett Report, the hardwiring of backdoor access for the US intelligence agencies into all major telecommunications equipment was first mandated in 1994 through the Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act, or CALIA. Another key element of this collaboration is the intimate relationship between the NSA and the tech giants. In the 1990s, Lotus made no attempt to hide the fact that they built a trapdoor into their popular Lotus Note software that allowed the NSA to crack encrypted emails sent using the international version of the program. When this differential encryption began to gain notoriety, an effort was made to remove mention of it from the web, but details remain on IBM's website. In 1997, it was revealed that all editions of the Windows operating system since Windows 95 contained a software driver called advapi.dll, which ran unknown security and encryption functions. In 1999, researchers discovered notes that programmers had failed to remove from the source code, indicating that the driver was an NSA key and allowed the agency to covertly install and run unknown software on any user's system. In February 2010, the Washington Post reported that in the wake of the Chinese cyber attack on Google, the NSA's General Counsel had drafted a Cooperative Research and Development Agreement authorizing the agency to directly access Google's servers. The Electronic Privacy Information Center immediately filed FOIA requests for details of the NSA-Google collaboration, but the courts have repeatedly foiled those requests. As recently as May, a DC Circuit Court ruled that the government does not have to respond to those requests. Now, the Snowden PRISM documents once again confirm that the NSA has access to information from all of the top internet services, including Google, Microsoft, Skype, YouTube, Apple, Yahoo, and others. As we discussed last week on the Eye Opener, there are those who even now are hoping that some congressional committee or some brave senator or some court case will somehow put an end to the total surveillance madness that has been carefully built into the very source code of the software and operating systems and internet services which billions around the world continue to use. This not only overlooks the fact that, exactly as the White House and defenders of the system argue, the entire program was overseen from its very inception by these same legislators and courts, it also ignores the testimony of Russell Tice that all of the key committee members and members of the judiciary have been wiretapped by the NSA for at least a decade, meaning that any efforts to stop this system from those corners is likely to be immediately identified and quashed with bribery, blackmail, or coercion. While this seems to be an intractable situation, there is a missing piece of this puzzle that few have yet explored. Us. The corporations have forced no one to purchase their booby-trapped NSA backdoor spy-laden software or operating systems. People have purchased it of their own free will, whether out of ignorance, or inertia, or an unwillingness to seek out alternatives. But alternatives to many of the big tech products do exist, and making use of them is much easier than many believe. This video is brought to you by the subscribers of BoilingFrogsPost.com. For more information on this and other topics, please go to BoilingFrogsPost.com. For more information and commentary from James Corbett, please go to CorbettReport.com.